Hello everyone. So now in this video, what we are going to see is what are the C programming parameters that we are using. So the parameters are of two types, mainly the addition and the subtraction. So the addition, the basic concepts are addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. So what this kind of operation is going to do is it is going to get two operand as their input and it is going to either display the result as output. So for if you take addition as an example, we need two operands. So that is a plus b. So whenever we are considering a plus b as the input, the output will be a, another result. So for a easy example, if you are going to add 10 plus 5, we need 10 and 5 to perform the addition operation, and the result is 15, which is a single operation operand. So we need two operand and one operator. In C, we are also having a unary operator, that is, it requires only one operand. So here that is an example of A plus plus. So it's against only operand, and what this plus plus means, it is going to increment the value of a by 1. So now you get an idea about how what are the binary operators and unary operators. Let's see how this C program understand the unary operator and the binary operator. Okay, okay. So let's see how the C program we can use it. So now this B, that is the binary operation, and the unary operation the works in C programming. So we have also seen the different types of symbols. So let's see how each one works. So now let's create. So like now I'm going to divide operations dot C. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to include the stdio.header file, and I'm going to include the main function, and what I'm going to do is assign equals to 10 in space b is equals to 20. So now what I'm going to do is printf of value of a, that is percentage d slash n value of b. So percentage d slash n. Now I'm going to just give the value of a and b. So now we are going to see about binary operators, right? Binary operators. So printf of sum, that is a plus b. Printf of sum colon, that is a minus b. So printf of null, that is a multiplied by b. Printf of blue colon, that is a divided by b. So just I'm going to what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say that it is all going to be of type integer, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare it. So it is complete. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to display what is the value of a plus plus c. So sorry, I haven't printed any new line. Just on different side. So yeah, here I'm going to say slash n slash n slash n slash n. So yeah, I'm completely successful. Here you can see The sum is the value of a and b. So sum is 30, the difference is minus 10, and the multiplication is 200, and the division is 0. So here we don't need to use any different function to display a negative value. We can just the display the negative values as normal, that we are now using the percentage to represent an integer. So this is how a binary operator in C program works. Let's see how a normal how to tell this is now how a binary operator works. Let's see how an unary operator works. So let's see an example of space and dots. So here I have already defined a code. I just included the header file and a main function. So in the main function I have declared the variable name as a is equal to 10 and the printf of the value of a. So here is a main part that the new value of a is a plus plus. So here I am going to say I am not just incrementing it, it is I am going to just decrement incremented in a new line. So a plus plus. So let's go with this is working. GCC dot slash a dot. Here you can see the value of a is 10 and the value of a is 11. The new value of a is 11. So let's see what is actually at. So here you have see that that is a plus plus. So it is what it the plus plus sign is going to see is it is going to increment the value of a by 1. Is similarly to is equals to a plus 1. This is the one that is actually working whenever we are going to use a plus plus. So instead of going two lines like a plus plus, we can also do it like a plus plus here. So now let's execute it. GCC dot lay dot out here. Here you can see the value of a is 10. The new value of a is also 10. Now you get confused that how still the value of a is 10 until since we are executing a plus plus. So what the compiler is actually doing is the compiler since C is a compiled programming language, the compiler what it will do is it will look for all the execution in a word by word. So whenever it is going to get the value as percentage t, it looks for the value that has to be actually present instead of that place. So what the compiler will do is it has to replace the value of percentage t as a value that is already passed inside. So we are passing it as a plus plus. So what the compiler will do, it will go for a word by word. So it will identify the word A and it will look for any other word that has been initialized A. So it will once it is looking for A, we already know that we initialize the A as 10. So it will going to put the value of A value in place of percentage D. This is the actual mechanism that is working inside the compiler so that we are getting the output as A as 10. Then only the compiler will look for the plus plus sign and it will get incremented the value of a as a plus 1. So instead of going this kind of work, sometimes we require the a plus plus value in the second step is that the value of a is 110. So in the next line we should store it as 11. For that purpose we can go like plus plus a. This is also work, but now in this place the what will the compiler do is, so this is the main part. So this is known as pre-increment. So here you can see post increment and a pre-increment. So here a plus plus is a post increment. What it is doing, it is going to say the compiler that the value is once used and then it is going to increment the value of a. So but in pre-increment, the value of a is going to be incremented, then only the value of a is be displayed. So now let's get into the topic. Now here I'm going to increment it by pre-increment. So let's see what is the output that we are getting. Yeah, here you can see the value of A is 10. The new value of A is 11. So now you can see the difference between the pre-increment and the post-increment. Let's summarize the topic that we all have learned in this video so far. There are two types of binary. There are two types of operators: unary operator and binary operator. The binary operator, what is going to take is it takes two types of operands and it is going to take the uh, one operator and two operator. The unary operator what is going to take is one operator and sometimes it is operator. So yeah, this is the overall content that is I already displayed. So yeah, just I'm going to edit it. Okay. So here you can see the another operator known as ternary operator. So the ternary operator is a replacement for if-else statement. So so yeah, the ternary operator. So the ternary operator, how it is working is, in C programming, we already seen that how an if-else statement, that is control statement, how it is working. So we have already posted a video on control statements and its basic. So the one that who knows, those who don't know how the ternary operator works, watch that video. So how a if-else statement works, whenever we are going for a conditions like if it is true, the corresponding statement has to be executed. Otherwise, the other corresponding statement has to be executed. So let's see an overview of how the if-else statement is working. Okay, cd space cd service. So yeah, here I'm going to create an vi space leap.c. Here, here you can see that I just included the stdio.fetch and I'm going to get the input from the user is that enter a year. So what I'm going to is getting an year from the user and I'm going to check whether the year is a leap year or not. So once if the statement the is getting true, the printf statement is getting executed. Otherwise, the else statement will get not executed. So if this statement fails, the else statement is going to be only getting executed. So here this is a execution of four steps. So in world, whenever we are going for a large scale of executing your program has to be statement redundant so that the compiler will execute your program in a fast manner. So for these kind of steps, you can use ternary operator. The ternary operator is nothing just like uh, here. Yeah, here. Syntax. So here you just have to put the condition and just you can put the question mark and proof statements. So here you can see colon false statements. So here, if the statement is getting true, the condition is that we have entered inside this is getting true, the true statements have been executed. Once if the statement is getting false, this false statements has to be executed. Here you can see, but the if statement contains four number of steps, but the ternary operator can do that work in single line. So this is the difference between the ternary operator and the if-else statements. So let's see how we can execute this uh, leap year, whether the year is a leap year or not using a ternary operator. So I'm just what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all this line of text. So now I'm going to check whether the year modulus of for double equals to 0. So here, if the year is modulus of 4 is getting 0 as the result, now I'm going to just put in question mark and I'm going to display the printf of leap year slash n. Otherwise, what I'm going to stay is printf of not a leap year. So here you can see I have just uh, detected whether the year is leap year not in a single line. So this is a code efficient manner that you can run your code efficiently. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to execute this. So successfully dot slash a dot out. Here you can see that it is asking for a year. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a year. So it is saying that it is a leap year. So for example, another I'm going to do is 2023. It is going to say it is not a leap year. So we are getting the input as correct. So now you can get an idea of how the ternary operator works in C programming, which is a replacement of multiple line of if-else statements. You can either run the code in a efficient manner. This is the main objective of writing a ternary operator in C program. The next one is the preprocessor directives. So the preprocessor directives that will be done by the preprocessor. So the main objective of the preprocessor is to include all the header files that we have already done before.